If it's mellow, reggae, raga, R&B, all these bulk goodies, religious, Afro, hip-hop, trap-co, country western, etc. Listen to Voice of Liberia. Get the best. Forget the rest.
Life is a gift that has been given to you. It is in your hands to make the best out of it. Dare to believe that you can. Through the ups and downs, you will find a lesson to learn that will make you a better person. Each experience, good and bad, makes you grow. Get along with life, and surely things will become easier for you. Live for today and enjoy every moment. Capture the best that life has to offer you.
If it's mellow, reggae, raga, R&B, all these bulk goodies, religious, Afro, hip-hop, trap-co, country western, etc. Listen to Voice of Liberia. Get the best. Forget the rest.
Yeah, the problem on my head today, that's small plan, yo.
But what kind of problem on your head where you just scratch your head at it like you get less?
Yeah, the problem on my head is more than check again. I one way playing. No one can help you.
What yes, any talking as a boy? I see Mr. Bookman
Professor. But what are you people scandalizing on your again? Professor. What happened?
Mr. Bowman, it's not easy. They coming Friday, we'll be doing beating spelling. And what teacher say, when they dream what will be spelling, but me and I fight to spell Johnny Worry and it was. So I want you to please about spell Johnny Worry.
But are the one you people thinking on here?
Yeah, Uncle Bowman, I want to know.
Now let me tell you, you people are all petit bourgeoisie and your argumentator is too capacurium.
Oh, Bowman, we hear. What you trying to say? What they want me?
I mean, your argumentator is too capacurium.
But Uncle Bowman, we hear all they wanna. But please, about you spell Johnny Worry.
Now, beginner, I want to. I really live in a community.
When you're feeling down and out.
Me, P, producer.
Show me a religion, show me to destination, Liberia, not Liberia, show me a religion, show me to destination, Liberia. The red on the flesh is forever. The white on the flesh is for purity. The star is for republic. The blue is for black people. We know Liberia is home. The Declaration of Independence was done in 1847. 11 percent of people we are known as first republic. The Lone Star shall be evermore. It's flying the time. Show your allegiance, show your loyalty to this nation, Liberia. If my people who are over money, we humble themselves and seek my face. I will rise and build that nation. Liberia will rise again. Nation will come to your rising. I prophesy. Kingdom will come to your life. Together, keep the peace. What's in unity, we will build our nation. Arise, Liberia, arise. Arise, and take your place.
Land of Liberia. What a pleasant good afternoon and welcome to the show. Welcome to the Wednesday's edition of the show.
Declaration of Independence.
This is where we converge to talk about the issues of concern to our people. Welcome to the show, fellow Liberians, wherever you are and how best you go about listening. Welcome to Bitz and Pieces. And of course, today is Wednesday. Today having to be the 25th day in the month of February, the year is 2026. Good afternoon and welcome to the show. A lot of issues to talk about. We're going to talk about those issues of concern, those involved by civility this afternoon on the show.
What's in unity, we will build our nation. Arise, Liberia, arise.
What are the issues? And who are those we intend to talk to this afternoon? Fly Hope Foundation disagree with the ruling from the Supreme Court, and they've instructed their lawyers to file an appeal to the Supreme Court. We'll read the release from the Fly Hope Foundation this afternoon on the show. Former Finance Minister Samuel Tuwe accuses Vice President Combs of wanting him jailed in order to be president of Liberia.
To the flag of
we'll read exactly what
into the republic for we pray.
The former finance minister posted on his official Facebook feed.
The star is for republic, WP is for black people. We know, like
Senator Amara Kone
the Declaration of Independence
has formally requested an update from the Liberian Senate or from the Senate pro tempore on the establishment of the Liberia's War and Economic Crimes Court. Where are we? This whole thing that has to do with the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Court. Where is Senator Darius Dillon? Where is his stance currently? We're going to talk about some of the issues as well this afternoon on the show. Today is Wednesday, and a matter of fact is that the cash giveaway is on. It continues. All you need to do is to put in your bet, play multiple times, play as many times you can play by dialing *799 *8#, by dialing *799 *8#, by dialing *799 *8#. Play with just $200 Liberian dollars, and of course, you stand a chance to win for yourself each of the prizes we're giving out. Today is Wednesday, and I'm giving out 10,000. I'm giving 15,000. I'm giving 20,000 Liberian dollars as well. And so all you need to do is to put in your bet, play as many times you can play, double your interest, and let's move on. Star 799 star 8 hash. You keep dialing star 799 star 8 hash. Keep dialing star 799 star 8 hash. You keep dialing star 799 star 8 hash. Keep dialing star 799 star 8 hash, and let's move on. And so put in your bet, play multiple times. Let's go. Maybe around 2:45 we'll do the first draw. We'll do frequent draws as well. We'll give out $1,000 to, people that that will be playing, and people that have been playing. So the only thing you can do now is to start to play. Put in your bet and start to play by dialing star 799 star 8 hash. By dialing star 799 star 8 hash, and play multiple times, and let's move on. And so, fellow Liberians, I like to say welcome wherever you are, and how best you go about listening. There are a lot of issues we have this afternoon on our plate, and we're going to take up some time to talk about some of the issues we have on our plate. We'll make some recommendation, and we'll talk about the dangers, attached to some of the issues we have on our plate this afternoon. And so the cash giveaway, like I said, 5 persons start to play now. Star 799 star 8 hash. I'm giving out half bag of rice. I'm giving out all, I'm also giving out phones as well. And so you can play it so that you win either of the prizes we're giving out. Fellow Liberians, again, I want to say welcome to all of you. Those of you who have joined us at about this time, we want to say welcome to the show. Let's talk about the issues of concern to our country. Let's talk about issues that affect governance in our country. Let's make recommendation. Let's find, solutions to some of the problems, and so on. And so, fellow Liberians, I want us to start to talk about this thing that was raised of recent by Senator Amara Kone. Senator Amara Kone has requested an update from the Senate pro tempore on the establishment of the Liberia's War and Economic Crimes Code establishment, warning that further delayed could undermine justice and no more stability. Senator Kone reminded the Senate of its April 24th, that's 2024 vote to establish the code and reference the president's executive orders number 131 and number 148, which created and renewed the office for the establishment of the code. He described the code as a moral and national imperative, noting that over 250,000 Liberians died during the civil wars, and many households many households continue to suffer trauma and hardship while acknowledging progress, including plans to launch an anti-corruption component in 2026 and war crimes code trials in 2027. Kone expressed concern about sustainability without legislative backing and long-term funding. He urged the Senate to invite Dr. Jala A. Babu, head of the court's establishment office, for a comprehensive briefing on progress, funding, international support, and potential political resistance abroad. Kone concluded that the legislature legacy will depend on its action or inaction, stressing that establishing the court is vital for justice, reconciliation, and Liberia's global credibility. And so, fellow Liberians, I think it's quite important at about this time when these kind of issues are raised. It's quite important we have this kind of conversation. And what I want to say, I've listened to too many, different political commentators, and they've said so many things regarding, this decision by Senator Amara Connet requesting an update from the Senate pro tempore regarding the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Code in the country. Every time when I'm talking about this thing, I always, like to ask a few questions. Where are we with the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Code? Is it that the code has been established? If no, why? If no, why is it being delayed? If yes, where are we? How many persons that are now being investigated by the court? For now, fellow Liberians, the issue of this War and Economic Crimes Code, in my mind, it should not be about an individual. The government is making this whole thing to look like, the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Code was just about the late Prince Johnson. And there are several consequences. There are several consequences if the government continues to play fun with this establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Code that they committed themselves to establishing. If the government think that the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Code, or when you talk about War and Economic Crimes Code in this country, was just about Prince Johnson, then I think the government isn't a serious government, and the government doesn't mean well for the people of the country. Because, like I said to you, fellow Liberians, the consequences are numerous. Justice for victims and their family members has been delayed. When the government have all it takes, when the government said to us, they will do all they can to ensure that the War and Economic Crimes Code is established. Why is it not being established at this time? Why is it delaying? People that were victimized by the war, by the Crimes Code, what becomes of them? Justice for the victims and their families is being delayed. In fact, denied. Perpetuating a culture of impunity. The government of Liberia, we need to be clear, we need to come out and say to us, where are we with the current status? the current status of this war and economic crimes code thing in this country. That every day, too many of them, they intimidated people with the war and economic crimes code establishment thing. But where are we today? Where are we today, federal Liberians? You don't hear Senator Darius Dillon. You don't hear, too many of them, they don't talk about war and economic crimes code no longer. Even the president, during his recent State of the Nation address, nothing about war and economic crimes code that we heard. Why? Why? It said that we were targeting people. This code was just a target to an individual or few persons, and they're no more alive, or the person is no more alive, or what? The healing and reconciliation, the reconciliation process is being hindered. Because you know why? The government is leaving wounds undressed. The government is leaving wounds undressed or unaddressed, let's say so. When you have people that were affected by the war, people lost their lives, people lost their relatives, too many things. People lost their properties because of the war. And some of the people, too many of them who committed the act during the war, are still alive. You see them parading. You see the men born naked and other people who did all sort of things that during the war. You still see them. And in fact, some of them are in government. And I want to say this. And that's why the country's global credibility and the ability to attract investment is suffering. That's what the government is finding it very difficult to attract investments into the country. Because we are yet to address some of these things that have to do with the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Code. Too many things happen here during the civil crisis. They're not being addressed. People still moving with the trauma. People still frustrated. Some of them, the CD people parading around the place, they are reminded of the crisis. Some at times even want to react. And I think to leave all these things unaddressed, war crimes and economic offense will resurface. Could resurface, threatening, national stability. The government should stop taking this thing lightly. Should stop taking this thing for play. Should stop taking this thing for joke. The government needs to ensure that the necessary things are done to ensure that the court is established. Because in the absence of the establishment of the court, well, we'll be heading. Some of you sang the same song. We sing it today. We all sang the same song a few years back. But why are you quiet now? Why are you not singing this song? Why Delon is not joining Camera Corner? In fact, Delon should be the one now even writing such a communication to the Senate pro tempore. But why is he quiet? I think the government of Liberia would need to prioritize the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Code establishment. The government would need to prioritize the War and Economic Crimes Code establishment. The government should ensure that the legislature, or there be, legislative backing and sustainable funding. There should be funds. There should be, independent minds. There should be competent people to spearhead, the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Code. There should be competent, independent minds that should spearhead the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Code. And there should be sustainable fundings. Let's allocate funds for, the establishment of the code. Let's have a very operational, code running. People who did things out of the way during the war, they should face the court. They should be quizzed of some of the things that they did during the crisis. Look, let me say this. Like what I just recommended to the government is something very easy for the government. We all know that the legislature is in the pocket of the executive. The legislature, they're operating in the pocket of the executive. I mean, President Baka sits at the executive mansion and control the House of Representatives. He controls both the House of Representatives and the Liberian Senate. Whatever the president wants done is done immediately. Oh, yeah. What do you expect when you have a guy who sits as Speaker of the House of Representatives and say to you, he's a regime speaker? What do you expect? And you think the president wants anything done here and it can be done? Automatically, it will be done. And so, that is something very easy for the government to get done. It is very easy. Once the government is seceded about the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Code. Once you are serious, you are honest, and you want this done, it can't even take you a second. But why is it delaying? Why is it delaying? The government should be able to collaborate with international partners for support and expertise. They say that we lack the contact. They say that the government lack that, that contact. The government, they said that they lack that, how you call it, that power to lobby with, international partners. What is holding the delay? What is holding the effectiveness of, the operation of the World Economic Crime School? The last time we're here, the guys were complaining, some other guys that were, that were put together. They say that I know they head in the World Economic Crime School thing, they were complaining and all kinds of stuff. And there's a video, I will try to find that video. I saw the lady who, I think during the campaign, something like that, who is a Bwagada baby, either during the campaign or after the election. The woman gets on like a day in your hand. That she's working for, the World Economic Crimes Code. She's working with the team. I was like, wow, what expertise your woman carrying to to this place? But again, federal Liberians, the government should have that power to collaborate with international partners for support, whether financial, whether moral, or whatever it is. The government needs to collaborate with international partners for that support. We need it. It's important at this point in time. If the government is actually sincere about this, we need the expertise of international partners. Let's address this potential resistance and ensure accountability for past, crimes. There need to be accountability for past crimes. People who committed heinous crimes in this country during the crisis, they should account. For the act committed during the crisis. And people need to stop playing politics of this thing. You politicians, you need to take politics from out of this. The government seems to be playing politics with this thing. I want to be clear with it. Because you feel that this person supported you, and after the election, the man was, he was a bit critical on the government at some point in time. All sorts of, recordings started coming. I mean, at some point in time, Prince Johnson used to go guata with the vice president. He said some things. But this vice president, he had issue with this man. He had issue with this man. So if we continue playing politics with this as a government, so our people continue to get traumatized. And you should understand that doing so, you are undermining trust in institutions. You are undermining trust in the government. You are undermining trust. Even if this thing is established and you take the politicians there, people will not have trust even in the code that you will try to establish or you want to establish. those perpetrators. They can't continue passing around the place and we can establish this code, or this code cannot be established, and so that the people face this code. They're moving all around the place. They're not being punished. There are too many people we have in this country that participated in the war. They did too many things. And I hold a view and I agree with Darius Dillon. I know somebody get it very, even when I'm calling Darius Dillon here at this time. But he used to be very rich. Every time he goes to session, when the late Prince Johnson was alive, he always raised this thing about war and economic crimes code. We need to stop playing politics with this thing because it is stalling Liberia's development and reconciliation. Let's get politics out of it. The victims of the war and economic crimes code are suffering. They are the ones that are suffering at the moment. Survivors of human rights abuses are also suffering. Too many other different communities, Liberian communities, they are going through a lot and they're seeking justice. And this thing, trust me, the future generation, our future generation, will suffer this thing. Because you know why? They will be inheriting a potentially unstable and unjust society. The government needs to wake up. Liberians, we need to continue to speak out. We need to continue to remind this government that you made this commitment. You said this will be done. Why is it that it has not been done? Why is it delaying at this point in time? And I want to say kudos to Amara Kone, and I hope he's not buying public sentiment. I hope he's sincere about what he tries to do and what he has started to push, and should not be like a Darius Dillon that was pushing this thing, and at some point in time, you can't hear him no more. That were pushing this thing at some point in time, and this time, you can't hear our man Dillon no more. But what I trust is that we establish this code and we bring professional people to spearhead this code and ensure that the right things are done. And to ensure that the right things are done, and I'm very clear. I'm very clear, and I want to be clear on this. Senator Amara Kone We want the best for our country. What we want is the best. That's all we want. That's all we want. And so I know at the moment Dylan won't speak out to this because he feels that the late Prince Johnson is no more alive. And so no need to continue to push for the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Code. That's how he feels. And that is bad. Absolutely. It's bad. We cannot begin, or you cannot begin an advocacy in the interests of the Liberian people, and you sit there and you feel that the person you are doing it against, the person is no more, so no need. Forgetting to know that the war not just about one person. There are too many people who did too many things here. They need to pay the full weight of the crime that they committed during the crisis, the civil crisis in our country. The cash giveaway is on. Keep dialing *799*8#. You keep dialing *799*8#. You keep dialing *799*8#. You keep dialing *799*8#. Play with just 200 Liberian dollars. And of course, you stand a chance to win either of the prizes we're giving out. *799*8#. Keep dialing *799*8#. You play with just 200 Liberian dollars. Put in your bet. Play as many times you can play. I'm giving out 10,000 Liberian dollars, half bag of rice, and all. I'm giving out, 15,000. I'm giving out $20,000. So put in your bet. It's already, it's almost 3 o'clock. Put in your bet. Play. Let's go. *799*8#. You keep dialing *799*8#. You keep dialing *799*8#. And let's move on. And so we'll now go to the lines and hear from you on this thing, that, I just spoke about. Maybe you have few points you want to raise. You have few things you want to say regarding this whole thing that has to do with the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Code. 0773419 0773419 0773978 978 564. Better still 0773419 0773978 564 0555 184 711 or 0880-907-907. The numbers. Let's go to the lines and begin taking the calls. This person, good afternoon, welcome. Let's hear you. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello, go ahead, let's hear you.
Yeah, this is David King, and I join you from a Smyrna Day resident this afternoon.
David, go ahead.
George, the whole thing is a scam. There won't be.
You said it's a scam.
It's a scam.
Why you think it is?
Because Mr. Parker has all of the terrible war laws and keeping them as a militia group. The story about Nicky. He has the rescue army. He has the rescue soldiers, and Mr. Parker would never establish anything called war. The first thing you should look at the budget. Look at the money that is there, that is appropriated for the War and Economic Crime Office. That money look like money that we establish. Yes. No, it won't establish anything. It is meant to accommodate people who president. And for the president to be associated with all rebels, killers, killers like born the kid, then you think he's going to establish anything called war economic code. That won't be done. They were meant for the late Senator Johnson. And said the devil Senator Johnson, that entire story has died. You have got Dillon. Dillon used to post Senator Johnson in the Senate concerning the war crime. So he should have been the one in the advocacy by this time. But he's not saying anything. He's eating a chicken and wine, smoking his own controllable cigarette. So tell me, if there's anything that walk around goes, not do a thing.
Thank you. Over. Thank you. Thank you. Let's hear from this person. Hello, welcome. Let's hear you. You are live. What's the name from where you joined the show? Hello? Caller, are you there? Let's get this person. Hello, welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Way.
Good afternoon. Welcome. Let's hear you. What's the name from where you call?
Ibrahim from Bolivar, Jones.
Go ahead from Bolivar. Let's hear you.
Yeah, you know, I listen to you. Our back, Uti, from Mali down, very ringing in the walk back home. And for me, conflict. What we put her, we have about the stage. Everything gets stage. The common Bible they can get say when the iron heart, that's the time to beat it. What does it mean? At the time we paid 2003, 2011, it was the time.
But the people knew all that, and they use it as a tool to campaign. And after the election, they recommitted themselves to ensuring that it is established.
The international campaign. But what happened here is that the international communities that were playing games. So people already wanted for the war to be established. Who now wanted and who now wanted that they was pushing early for the international community background. Then what happened is that one around this people come out and say we want TRC. And then we sign the TRC. Joe run a campaign when we can't make the work on go. It never happened. It was a report right now, and the government getting power. Work on code to be work on code. It's a huge program. Now the international community is not looking to bring work on code because they want to establish work on code is that it's a huge program.
Thank you.
Let me just say my story. They put us all be penny last. People we are putting in power. Economic.
Thank you.
Economic code. That the people who put in power, who will you punish? Who agree to start document to go to work for work?
Thank you. Thank you. Let's hear from another person. This person, welcome to the show. Let's hear you. What's the name from where you join us?
Alvin Johnson calling on people for a concern.
Alvin, go ahead. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
In the country, when people try to make fun of a real issue about it, because yesterday people were all around the corridor parading, talking about worker code. When they see our former the late senator, and they will be running behind, oh, worker code. They lost there, Yombri Kangar and all of them. Now she's sitting on the table, she the Senate pro separate. Why she can't call for it? Tara Dillon is the senator for how they call it, international affair. Why is that you can call for it? Now everything going on the table because why? Senator Johnson is dead. So yeah, but they can still pass it right. You got a whole lot of rebels that pass it right in government. President Boga is in bed with them. Like this was far. The president is speaking on anything. He just there enjoying himself. As the other caller said, drinking a pot wine. So the president got to be serious for once. They got to make sure they put money in the budget for that. Because you can't go say you want work to be established, then you put grumpy money in the budget. That's laughable. It's a mortgage to the citizen.
Okay, so thank you.
That's trying to say it should go free. So thank you, brother. Thank you for the truth.
Thank you. Let's get another person. This person, welcome. Let's hear you. What's the name from where you joined the show? You live. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, brother George. I'm calling on Labasi West Point.
Jeff, go ahead.
Thank you very much. You know, the issue of the war and economic control, we know that was Shewe. Because the United Party feel that Prince Johnson was a very clear to them because after he has supported them, he won the election. And it dashing Jeremiah Quinn and all, he collaborated with the United Party and dash Prince Johnson. And they know the fear that they have that Prince Johnson, Prince Johnson continue pressing in their choke. So what they have to suppress it about the war economic control because Prince Johnson was one of the factors.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
So these all are pushing with the flip. So what they surprise me to be able to make sure that Prince Johnson will not be able to live until 2029 and make it successful.
Okay.
So today the war economic control would not be an issue because Prince Johnson is dead. So let's demand people open their eyes because the United Party like Prince Johnson died. So now you should vote Jeremiah and Judah all about because they are very wicked, they are evil, they all probably supported and supported and they all support and forget about job we are.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's listen to the late Prince Johnson. Hey, the old man used to be very critical.
So what is going on with Ekong? Ekong said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Get 5,000 go look on lawyer. Ekong offered my own son offered that I went and found a resolution.
Amen.
After selling about for 12 years now, he now president now. We finish campaign for that kind of over. Then one person to us. You don't want to persecute us.
Hey, the late Prince Johnson. The thing is sorrowful. It's sorrowful, but yeah. But let's get it again. I want to get it again. Let me get it. Who's calling me on my line? If you're calling me on my line, please just hold on a little bit. Let me get it.
We finish campaign for that kind of over. Then one person to us. You don't want to persecute us. So what is going on with Ekong? Ekong said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Get 5,000 go look on lawyer.
Imagine your own son.
My own son offered that I went and found a resolution. After selling about for 12 years now.
Oh my word. But let's go to this person. Let me pick this person. Hello, welcome. Is this Never Kotu?
No.
Oh, Edmond Car. Edmond, go ahead. Let's hear you. I think I will save the number. Go ahead.
Sometimes after selling about some friends you stay there, you see the projects or process go on. And after going through the process, there's an issue that has to do with money. You don't have anything in the budget as a senator or whosoever. Do you think that the president or the executive will be able to implement that which you are pushing for, which of course is very good that you do it? But for you as a representative or senator, that's sort of raise other technical issue so that when the budget is passed, when you raise some of those issues, it will back you that yes, you are speaking up.
What do you think is happening? What do you think is happening?
Because there's no money there. I'm quite disappointed with the Nima County people. Johnson, the video that you are playing of that thing goes to play Johnson, it was not out at the time. So what you were going through, you were confronting other journalists, and you told them to put it out. The Johnson before he takes out your head. I'm sure that there are some people that they can be released now. Johnson, look, they're not be clear. We don't want war. It is important that you come because you see people that are right across and say, Joshua.
No, I don't.
Yeah, what refers to himself as a naked boss who know what he did here. He stayed in collaboration with the regime.
He's collaborating with Joe Biden, so I don't need to be persecuted. It doesn't mean one person. But what is frustrating is that you make it to appear as if you are serious to implement the work where go. Immediately when Joseph passed,
And we can hear about it. That's my issue.
Also use for the whole yellow machine thing. And so as a procurement director in China, going we know Shani on yellow machine. The yellow machine is from in this country. They get it over to local country. Nimata push on the boss. So cannot be marginalized. Frustration. You see that you think you walk back for she started. They want to make it work. Make the body of people secure. They want to with government now.
Thank you.
So we need to walk back.
No, thank you. Thank you, Edmond Carl. Let's take more calls. This person. Hello, welcome. Let's hear you. Leave the noise, please, and make a point. Good afternoon. It's a Musu. Oh, patient, go ahead. I thought I'm a Musu. Go ahead. Go ahead from Duporo. Let's hear you.
Nobody to pay it. What I put here. It's all you're going to be working for. No way. Second year, no way. Third year, no way. They feel to pay it. They work for issue that is free. They're trying to steal for another ministry.
You said they try to what?
They're trying to steal for another ministry. So they want that our attention. I want to bring them work for issue. Prince Johnson die. Work for finish. Prince Johnson die. Work for finish. Work for was never fire on their work and move in power. So the monarchy also be stupid. So Prince Johnson die. They want to finish. That's a member of. He didn't go on different ministry, but they want that power attention for that. I want to go work for. Then they go for Oma and it's so all that the government. So educated program be working. Then they go for Wakana Bebe to work around. What did you know about that? You see it, Joe?
Thank you.
So educated program be the woman.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's get this pressing. Hello, welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good afternoon, George.
Good afternoon. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Peter David Castle, Government under the street like Noah Johnson. But thank you for a fascinating discussion this afternoon.
Go ahead.
George, let me say it. And a hi to Honorable Amara Kwanet for the writing the House of Legislature for that particular. And we have been raising a lot of issues since the death of the former the late Senator Prince Johnson. Because yesterday we could not hear about the establishment of the War Crime Code. When Joseph Imam Walker came to power, that was one of the instruments that was circulating all over the basic momentum for that. Then why is it that today they are now at the epicenter of power? We cannot hear about the establishment of a war crime code. So the code needs to be established. There are people here that create the atrocity against our people, and they are still government centered around here. You get General Bondlake, who is establishing rescue mission. These are people that create the atrocity. They have to be incarcerated. So Prince Johnson was an man that created an atrocity against the Nigerian people. They are menaced. And lastly, to the issue of the economic crime code, and for that, know that most of the guys at the epicenter of power, they are greatly involved with that particular, they are being injected, inclusive of the president, the vice president. So that's why most of them, they are just being deaf ear to these things.
Thank you.
But there will come a time when the judgment will overflow this particular country.
Thank you. Thank you. *799 *8 hash *799 *8 hash. 3 persons play now, and let's do the draw. This person, hello, welcome. Let's hear you.
Welcome, Mr. White.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Thank you. My name is Liva.
Liva, go ahead.
Essentially, work plan code. For me, for initial stage, I knew a better theory because initially that if you want to set a work plan code, you have to go to the United Nations, pull your case forward because they're the one not to issue a work plan code. But the guy woke up because he wanted to fear Senator Johnson and they fear to grab him, he died. So you just said that you are bringing work plan for you just happy around with it. But for me and you, they were not serious because the fact is that they think the national committee is the one that not to secure the work plan code. So you go there, the guys is follow. They want to phone the code. We want to establish the code. We need your help. We need this. But the people not saying yes, you are going corrupt. You need the person in the country is most corrupt. So they will not spend their money there. So that is Papa here right here. Oh, work plan for that thing. Nothing will come from all of this. Along with the president, I can tell you for free. But we don't be eating their own because they got to create all of to get money to support them. That's the problem.
Okay, thank you. Let's hear from more Liberians. This present. Hello, welcome. Let's hear you. What's the name? From where you call?
I don't know the way.
Hello, welcome. Let's hear you.
Thank you. My name is Ali Padikome. I begin the Brother family and according to the party here of India.
Go ahead.
So, let me commend you for the problem. Is it Joyce? If anybody will not comment any government since after the war, when it comes to the war economic code, I think the best thing to do here, myself, while you said, I know you are young. I didn't hear myself supposed to comment President Franca. Because right now, as I speak to you, you can't get to Mama Poya.
For making commitment, and not living up to the commitment.
I come in, my brother. Right now, when you can't get to Mama Poya, you can't to thank God for you, you are a journalist. And you are a cool evangelist journalist. Come out to Mama Poya. That of Councilor Babu there. Babu, can't you ask the question? He said to the Liberian people in a code 2027 prosecution, war and economic code, it will start. So the thing was some people feel that they think the president when say to the Liberian people that phone the president making. The president are making phone. So if anybody you know you fought war and you support President Baga not bringing war economic code to come and say, oh, because you support CDC that you don't carry. Even you support him, every cost for you to go, you go so low the black people feel that within a chest, like God problem in the project judge, you go so that of Babu say as you tell you 2026, this is what right now as people your own country, bon country. They are start carrying the awareness and they were even on the country to the case of awareness in my country. They were also in Lofa informing the just start carrying awareness.
Okay.
So I know you're not following the thing. And then you know our brother just say, oh, they were economic. They did not blah my people. But now the 2027, the council here, the prosecution will start somewhere who don't move for a while. You're talking about Mr. Nikki, all of them will come there. If they're supposed to go in jail for a lifetime to certify like people, somewhere we have to do because you're
and the enforcement and the establishment of the World Economic Crimes Code, enforcement, operational. They've started operating already. And what you mean?
That's what I'm saying to you.
Okay. Let Babu come before the Senate. Let Babu come before the Senate. The senators they already started pushing that the man come before the Senate and provide updates. So
you know they got to get people. They go and
yeah, thank you,
George.
Thank you for your point. Thank you so much. Thank you. Star 799 star 8 hash. Keep dialing star 799 star 8 hash. Somebody said they were going for swing. The politicians, they guys, they are interesting and they take politics, they put it into everything. There you say the war grapple is in full swing. And they come in to start prosecuting people or investigating people and all kinds of things. But let's hear from this person. Hello, welcome. Let's hear you.
Oh, good afternoon, Josh.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Welcome to the show. Let's hear.
And let me say a pleasant good afternoon to the listener following your broadcast.
Go ahead.
I'm Christian. Pray for enemy fire, and I do join the conversation this afternoon from the headquarters of the Veterans Bureau.
Christian, go ahead.
Well, Josh, I appreciate you for your analysis. Josh, I think this issue of the war crime code, one thing. We have been saying it times have passed. This whole war crime code issues were just to front the late Senator Prince Johnson. You listened to the clip, he heard what he said. The whole issue of war crime code is not realistic. This government said that Prince Johnson is a threat and said he has supported them, and the old man, Joe Baga, knew that they have already elected as the presidency, there's no reason of him getting Prince Johnson on his side. So it's only to hunt Prince Johnson down until the late Prince Johnson got frustrated until the puppet passed off because of the frustration, George. You listen to the clip. Prince Johnson was really frustrated. That old man could have laid for years to come. But because of the frustration, frustration and trauma, it won't that puppet down until the man passed off. And now, we have not seen the issue of Walker Cook moving anywhere forward. The only thing is that they'll be dangling and running around, pretending that they have interest in establishing the court, but Bob Nicky still have a group of gangsters around him, all in the name of United Party Defense Force, and they are seated. The government is not doing anything about that, but because they get the interest of protecting Bob Nicky and others, George, I think this country is not moving anywhere under the United Party government. Okay. And we have seen it. And it's a reality we have seen. And they who supported Mr. Walker are now seeing it for themselves. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Frustrated hear the issue of this war in economic crime court.
Thank you. This president. Hello, welcome. Let's hear you. What's the name from where you call?
Hey, the great way.
Welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
How you doing, my dear brother?
I'm okay. Is it Idrissa?
Yes, sir.
Idrissa, go ahead. Let's hear you.
George, George, I was laughing that when that regular color brigade got called, they work in full swing. I don't know when it's beginning when it eats more rest, I barely can be sweating. So let me say this. This is just what the late senator said. Because the man said that Braga doesn't have the moral to even bring war from around here. I mean, just empty promises the man made to the Liberian people. George Braga is an old man who had a sweet talk, making tough sweet in that they may carry our Liberian people, some weak-headed one that were carried away by Braga political rhetoric. We pray to God, George, that some of our brothers try to be wise in their thinking. Let it widen their thoughts and stop being unidimensional. We will always speak truth to power for all because we don't believe in that thing. Since the old man passed away, but again, discover that thing. Until
Thank you. This person, hello, welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, George, thank you, man. I was listening to the people talking about the war camp for the
Your name, sir?
I'm Imari Smith calling from Central West Point.
Even go ahead from West Point. Let's hear you.
I continue to tell people over and over from the day the president took office. I continue to tell people that the war camp will not come because the economic camp that attached to the war camp it will not come. If the only war camp alone, George, are going to come, but the economic camp that attached to it, my brother, it will never come. Because these guys know that when it comes, you want them. They don't very say we want them. So that's not flag. Just take it from me. I continue to say over and over, and it will never come. That's what we doesn't go. We're putting no on the jar. That's not jar.
Thank you.
That's not jar. Thank you too.
Thank you. This person is on this other line. This person is here. This person, hello, welcome. Let's hear you. What's the name from where you joined the show?
So let me just say this.
Yeah, be snappy. There are others on the line who have to take them, please.
Let me just walk on economy. Who will it be? Nobody will be. The whole country will sweep from Mahalita or for Chatarata or to current. Everybody will go to jail. That new brain government will come. So who will be brave enough to go sign that document? So they were just using it to come into power. So for now, all the whole citizens know that it is a show way. So even the coming election, nobody will use it now. Take it from me. I'm Ibrahim Sese. Nobody will use that thing. Because the economic control I start, the economic control I start to economy, it will hold everybody. So for now, it can't work until judgment day come. We only will make sure that the government come and then make the right thing for the common people to enjoy. But for economic control to be established, it can be done.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Let's hear from this person. Hello, welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, George. Yeah, my brother.
Yeah, my man, conclude quickly, but we have to take orders. Conclude quickly. Let's go.
Yo, Mr. Waka, but in the woman said, the woman said about that rebel thing. So I don't think what I think in George. That's serious thing I'm saying, even though I'll be laughing. But that woman, Waka, but can I get mind to bring woman because he born nigga that defending. So he said, he Waka. I mean, a rebel. I mean, for the war, but behind the scene. Man, a Waka, now you see Waka bring like that. That making people home, no fear. He get that remark. You say, oh, gonna making new lane. You think, see what you can tell that? Or see what you know, who has love for the people that some person we are. That man get love for country, so that rebel mentality is all in Waka bloodline. So when I pray to God, for me, I'm a Muslim, we pray to Almighty Allah. Let's see how best to put the woman out. Because the woman will end up punching our country into chaos.
All right.
Thank you. That's my fear.
Thank you.
And George, I'll be calling on the number, Brethren.
Thank you.
Yeah, Idrissa.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You made a point. Thank you. Keep playing the cash giveaway. Keep dialing *799 *8#. Keep dialing *799 *8#. You keep dialing *799 *8#. Play with just $200 Liberian dollars, and of course, 3 more presents. Like I said, 3 presents. Play two times quickly. Let's do the draw. *799 *8#. *799 *8#. And let's move on. And I think, look, let's be honest. The government should not take this thing for joke. The government should not take this thing lightly like they're doing. The government should stop playing politics with this thing. The government needs to be focused about, the establishment of this World and Economic Crimes Code. Liberians are eager to know as to where we are, what's the current status of this, whole thing that has to do with the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Code, federal Liberians. Let's move on. There is something, very interesting, and I want us to talk about it, federal Liberians. Samuel Twe, former minister, the Minister of Finance, did a post last evening. If not last evening, it should be this morning. Let me check it up. Let me check his official Facebook page because I want to be exact. You have to hold on. Those of you calling, hold on with the call. I'm not taking calls. Let me. Okay. So let me see the post. So welcome to the show, wherever you are. This is Voice of Liberia, Bits and Pieces. We're here every weekday. Monday to Friday. At 2 to 4 in the afternoon, we converse to talk about the issues of concern to our people. And this is the post, and I'm going to read this post, and we'll say a few things, and I will dig deeper. I will say some things to the people in the CDC, and I know too many of you might not like it, but I think some of you will like it, and some of you will not like it. But I'll be honest about what I'm about to say, and I will appreciate Samuel Tue, for being the kind of brave, very brave. And I will say a few things. Let's go. This is the post. This is what the man wrote. I think this morning. Yes, he wrote it this morning, 5 hours ago, on his official Facebook page. And I want to read this. He says, Stanton, last night you played a doctorate image in slow motion of me walking out of court yesterday to present to the public that I was, dejected. Is that how Jeremiah Kuhn told you to portray me? And even after all that Sarah Collins told you, I walk free because I broke no law. Stanton, stop trying to fight me, my brother. It is a wasted cause. And tell Jeremiah Kuhn, your new friend and former friend, that Samuel D. Tue Jr. will not go to jail. So he should stop killing himself to see it happen. Tue is back by law, and the trial will bear that out. According to him, Tue's freedom is a threat. to his presidential ambition and towards Julian is his path to the presidency. Tell Jerry, if this is his only path, then he will never be president of Liberia. I can publicly say sorry to my wife who fought me never to sleep at Jerry's house where I slept during Weah's county tour in Nimba. Mr. Stewart, I will listen to you next time. My friend Jerry say I'm gonna go to jail for him to be president. And you saw this as far back as 2022. I think God gave you a gift. So Stanton, tell Jerry, I will gladly go to jail if I commit a crime for which I'm accused. I will never go to jail for the crime I did not commit. Please revert to me after you talk to him. My name is Samuel D. Tua Jr. I am a fearless Grable warrior. No, let me get this thing over. Let me get it over. Quickly. He says, Stanton, last night you play a doctorate image in slow motion of me walking out of court yesterday to present to the public that I was dejected. Is that how Jeremiah Kun told you to portray me? And even after all that Sarah Collards told you, I will walk free because I broke no law. Stanton, stop trying to fight me, my brother. It is a wasted cause. And tell Jeremiah Kun, your new friend, and my former friend, that Samuel Tua Jr. will not go to jail. So he should stop, killing himself to see it happen. Tua is back by law, and the trial will bear that out. According to him, Tua's freedom is a threat. Tua is allegedly, quoting Jeremiah Kun allegedly. Tua's freedom is a threat to his presidential ambition, and Tua's jailing is his path to the presidency. Tell Jerry, if this is his only path, then he will never be president of Liberia. I can publicly say sorry to my wife who fought me never to sleep at Jerry's house where I slept during President Weah's county tour in Nimba. Mr. Stewart, I will listen to you next time. My friend Jerry said I'm going to go to jail for him to be president. And you saw this as far back as 2022. I think God gave you a gift. So Stanton, tell Jerry, I will gladly go to jail if I commit a crime for which I'm accused. I will never go to jail for the crime I did not commit. Please revert to me after you talk to him. My name is Samuel D. Tua Jr. I am a fearless Grable warrior. Fellow Liberians, welcome to the show, and let's have a conversation together. Yes, let's agree to disagree. Let's not go back to the butchers. we don't want to go back to the dark days. It's just fair enough that we continue to talk about the issues that affect, our country and its people. Now, I read the post of the former minister at the Ministry of Finance, Minister Tua, accusing Vice President Kun of wanting him jail before 2029. And this is what I want to say. From the post that I read, it tells you that Samuel Tua threw out. He has trusted, Jeremiah Kun as a friend. In a post, he admitted that, during the county tour of former President George Weah, in fact, he slept to to Jeremiah Kuhn's house in Nimba. And he's betraying, or he's portraying too, the current vice president as a betrayer and all of that. But if Vice President Jeremiah Kuhn could betray Senator Prince Johnson, then the Samuel Twe, Jeremiah Kuhn cannot betray. If Kuhn, Vice President Kuhn, can turn against Prince Johnson, because he turned against Prince Johnson, it led to Prince Johnson today going on the ground. Despite the support, immense support he received from PYJ for the vice presidency, for the position today that he's serving. Now, Samuel Twe is accusing Kuhn of being after him. I don't want to talk about what former President Weah and Twe, the contribution they made to Jeremiah Kuhn and all of that, because Twe is he's raising some of the issues, and I see it to be allegations. He alleging that the vice president is using people and doing all kinds of things, and I don't want to delve into that. But what I want to say, fellow Liberians, I want to register something. Firstly, that the vice president is a betrayer. That's the first thing I want to register. That Kuhn is a bona fide betrayer. But this is the question to you, fellow Liberians. If Bwaka is out of the picture 2029, can Jeremiah Kuhn defeat former President George Weah? On what basis can Jeremiah Kuhn defeat former President Weah? This is the conversation I want us to have, fellow Liberians. Can Vice President Kuhn, if President Joseph Bwaka is out of the picture 2029, can Vice President Kuhn defeat George Weah, the former football legend? On what basis? Now listen, let me say something. I will come back to that. But I want to say a few things to officials of the CDC. And this is not my first time. I want to say a few things to the leadership of the CDC. And look, the Unity Party, they fought. When they were in opposition, they fought. Every little thing that happened in this country, the guys fought. They were not, holding back. They were fighting back to back. Every other things that were done in this country, the guys criticized it. They did all they could. There were allegations at some point in time that the guys have to lead to lobby to ensure that people were censoring all kinds of things. Those allegations circulated here. We heard too many things about, some other good things that the government were doing. They were criticizing. Or Magiden were giving opportunities here to people. They say, oh, Magiden was stealing. Or Magiden was helping people. They say, oh, they were looting the resources of the country. And, there was no need for to give back. And they say all sorts of things. But is it actually happening now? No, it's not happening. Why is it not happening? And I will point to people and I will say some things about, the people were in the CDC. But I want to begin with the former president. Former President George Weah. There are people in your cycle. There are people within the CDC that I think they're not doing well for the CDC, and they're not doing well for you as a former president of the country, who still have the interest to come back to the presidency. Of late, yes, Samuel Tua woke up, especially this his last post. He did today. It's signal something. If you don't know what is signal, I think I will say that to you. It sends a very strong message, and I think that's what should be happening. Look, when you are in opposition, when you're in the opposition, you have to be critical. You have to be fearless. You have to speak out when the need arises. Now, let me say something to you. Now the government is going after, how you call it, the Cloud Foundation. you hearing, and then critical voice in the opposition speaking out. Do you hear them speak out? You have the leadership of the party, Jangako. You can hear him doing anything. You hear him saying something. The entire leadership of the CDC seems to be very dormant. Go to the House of Representatives. What are they doing? These are things what people say here. Then some of our own friends, our brothers in the CDC, are on the table when they want to get problems. But that's the reality. You're giving the guys the leverage. You're giving them more space to continue to steal. Continuing, this they kind of reckless, attitude. They continue to exhibit it in government. Former President, you will need to re-strategize with your guys. You guys need to go back into your cover. You need to re-strategize. If former President will return to the presidency, you need a very forceful team, very forceful leadership structure. I have said it and I will say again. If Jangako remains as party chairman of the CDC will be going nowhere 2029. And I want to repeat, and I want to be on record for this. If Jangako, the current chairman of the CDC, will remain as chairman of CDC will go nowhere 2029. They will be defeated again 2029. Because in my mind, Janga doesn't have what it takes to be chairman of the CDC. He's weak. You don't hear him speak out on issues. You don't hear him say things when the need arises. You don't hear him speak out. That's 20 case here. Where we are now with 12 case. It is at a very crucial point. You don't hear him. You don't hear the leadership of the party. You don't hear, opposition figures speaking out. After the wife of the former president. You don't hear you don't hear opposition people. You don't hear the leadership of the party. You don't hear them talking anything. They're quiet. How you think you will come back to power 2029? No, start to think about it, fellow Liberians. But I think I'm being honest. From what is happening, what we're sensing in the corridors of the country, the government, they're fighting and they're doing everything they can to break down the entire CDC. And at some point, they achieving in doing so. Hey, man. Look, believe me or not, the government, they're fighting and they're doing all they can to ensure that they break down the CDC. To get the CDC automatically out of the picture 2029. There wasn't the post of recent. I tried going through the document, but isn't that clear? You can really read through better. I wanted to download that document to go through it, but I actually tried fighting to go through it. So, I didn't understand exactly. But he was throwing jar at the ruling establishment for planning to stop President Weah from contesting the presidency in 2029. But I think opposition figures, leaders within the opposition, you need to come up. Like Samuel Tua have started, Akara's Gray. Sometimes Akara's Gray, you see him on the social media, he's pushing, he's fighting. but he's not in the leadership of the party. I think Akara's Grazer will be better chairman than what you have today as chairman of the party. He have other expertise, maybe, that he can share with the party leadership, but not to sit as chairman of the party. You need to be tough. And even some of you leaders within the CDC, some of you who are lawmakers of the party, you are seated at the House of Representatives, you are bobo, you quiet, you can't say nothing. You are not speaking out. Some of you sit at the Senate, you don't say anything. The only person that sometimes you hear in one time will come up very hard, sometimes will be Nathaniel McGill. And you think doing so will get former president, we are back to the presidency, then you'll be joking. Because the fight is too much. The government is doing all they can. The government doing all they can. And I can say to you, there was an information that was in the space that, this guy, how you call him, the late Prince Johnson, were to me, former president. We are, and I think it was a day or two before his departure. I'm told he was the main former president. We are, but because of his death, he could not meet the former president. And Prince Johnson, the late, is no more in the picture. So what you expect? You think Nima, could be delivered to the CDC? Nima, CDC will fight the Nima. Yes, they will get the number. But will not win Nima. Why it is true that yes, Billeted in there, they're doing Taiwan way and they're doing some things, yeah. But is it sufficient? No. The opposition seems to be very weak. Besides the CDC, the reason I'm specific with the CDC is because the CDC is a major opposition party. The leadership of the party and some of you high-ranking officials within the CDC, you need to put your hearts together. You need to put your hearts together. You need to put your hearts together. See Molu, former chairman of the CDC, who resigned, and today he's a civil society actor. If what Molu is doing, if he was chairman of CDC and doing these things, firing them, putting back 24 hours, the people that you need, people like Akara's great. You need tough people. You need people who are very tough. But go see CDC chairman reading press conference. No, go and see him. You have such a president as, as how you call it, party chairman, and you think CDC will win 2029? Look, let me say this. CDC, I'm told they will be going for a convention anytime soon. But you need someone new. You need to bring someone new on board. You need to bring someone new on board. And not just someone new. But you need to bring on board a fearless president. A person who is very strategic, a very good planner. You will need to bring on board a very good planner. Someone who is fearless. Someone who speaks out when the need arises. But not Janga Cool. He has nothing. He has nothing, he doesn't. Yeah, no, honestly, let's be serious. I'm very serious about this. The government keeps fighting you and you're not fighting back. Honestly, the government keep fighting, but you're not fighting back. So they relax. The guys are relaxed. The government is relaxed. And that's what they're doing, all sorts of things around the place. Oh, yeah, that's what they're doing, all sorts of things, because they relax. The opposition, they're very weak. The only person, the only party now doing little good things around the place, they moving and they're reaching out, is the CMC. Why it is true that CMC can win election 2029, but at least the political leader is moving, he's making some attempt. He's playing his cards. But the leadership of the CDC, a former president, will want to come back to the presidency. He will need to re-strategize. You need to reshuffle. Have strategic meeting with your executive members of the party. The executive committee members go to strategic meetings. You need to be focused. You need to speak out. You need to come out. I mean, officials of government raping people. 10 years old, 15 years old being raped. But you don't hear them say anything. They're not coming up. They relax. Everybody's sleeping. Everybody enjoying. Why people have been gang raped? Kids have been gang raped by official or government. But we get opposition here. You can't hear them. And what's the opposition we have here now? You're not ready. Look, let me say this. Jeremiah Kuhn, the vice president of this country, he loves power. That man can do anything to become president of the country. Jeremiah Kuhn, Jeremiah Kuhn can do anything to become president. I'm not saying to you he will be president in 2029. I know that he doesn't have that popularity. He doesn't have that number. You take Nima from there, Jeremiah Kuhn can win, Mosorado, even ahead of Delon, or, how you call him, even Martin Colley, or Thomas, how you call him, this guy who, he's disturbing our man, Richard Kuhn in District 11. How you call him? I'm trying to get his full name. I will call his name. But his name is Thomas. I think Thomas 2 or something like that. Opposition, you need to beef up your game. The CDC, you need to beef up your game. Speak out. Be strategic. But outside of that, the CDC will find it very difficult to come back, to return to power. Look, the people that are now in charge, the people in control, to do what former president we are did in 2023, a big Goya. That will only happen when you are aggressive in your propaganda. You come out very strong. When you are very strong, you're coming out and convincingly you defeat them. Defeat them that they be convinced. But you think 1%? You think United Party, the United Party that we know now, they will turn over power to you 2029? If you defeat them the number that they defeated former president we are, you'll be daydreaming. You'll be daydreaming. No, I'm not encouraging them. I'm not saying, we're not encouraging people to do that here. And I know even if you want to do that, it will be difficult. It will be very difficult. It will be very, very difficult. But you in the opposition, you need to come out, you need to be strong. And I want to reiterate here that if the CDC will want to return to power, there's a need that in subsequent time, if they have annual convention or whatever, it needs to be done in time. It needs to be done in time. The too many delay need to stop and all of that. But we'll take a few courts, maybe 2-3 courts will join the District 8, leadership of the District 8 Jamboree 2026. I told them to be at 3 o'clock, but at this time they're coming. So I don't think it's my fault. But I'll squeeze them in for a few minutes and then we go. This president, hello, welcome.
Yeah, it's a way this is different for the second time.
It be, 30 seconds. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm listening to you. Really, you said the truth. Not because someone we are sedition, but one of that you just made my day. Can I call even my parents like yet? Not big more. You made me a chairman. I will make your government fit to be on fire. But the reason why, for me, what I look at is that Changako, one, he is on outspoken man. Two, he works in Georgia government. Probably, he is on free. Because one of the things you just said that really touched my heart is that they bought what they call official rape in a horse. Can you imagine? Or his opposition, you can't even shake the country.
It's sitting there required, then the FIDE will win election 2029.
Yeah, then you say you win election. Changako actually is former president where is hearing me or official hearing me actually. You're taking from there. More people are complete. We are in the street. We're talking about him. It's just like some people are not opportune to call on social media like us.
All right. Thank you.
We call every day.
Thank you. Let's squeeze in this president. Hello, welcome. 30 seconds quickly. Good afternoon. Knock the ham on the hair quickly. Let's go.
Thank you. I'm Levi from Stephen Patrick.
Levi, go ahead.
I listened to you, and before the show, you said what you're going to say is that those positions. I want to know what you're going to say. I do not think when you say that is done that someone will hit you. You guys are ready. You said we all been saying that because the party, the leadership of the party now is very weak. And you said it, my brother. Nothing else that you said. That's all. You said it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. One more president quickly, then we'll go to the guys. Hello, welcome. Let's hear you.
Good afternoon, George.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the show. Let's hear you, sir.
Thank you. I'm Christian. Pray for enemy by and I joined the conversation this afternoon.
30 seconds. 30 seconds. Christian, go ahead. 30 seconds.
Thank you, George. Well, George, one thing that I will continue to say, and thank you for flagging it out. George, who was in this country when the military party was in a opposition. From the extended state of former President Weah, it was very focused on the Weah-led government.
The Weah, I remember the Weah step down protest.
Yes, until they even 16 billion. When the Crow report came out that there was no 16 billion missing, still the guys then took on the script and protested that there was 16 billion missing. And why are we not seeing it with me and the CDC, the other opposition political party? Why are they quiet? What is going on? Is somebody collecting something from the government?
Got it back.
Behind closed door? George, you cannot take the decisions of the people and want to put it into your pocket. It's wrong. The people are suffering. The hardship is more. There's more difficulties around Liberia. We cannot understand what is going on. One end, we cannot see salary. People are begging. People are crediting what they are working. What is going on in the opposition, more especially the CDC, that we supported? It's not without hearing anything, and the people are feeling frustrated. George,
thank you.
There are so many people have been to out there and they are very frustrated with the action of the CDC.
Thank you so much. Let's leave it as it is and join the guys. We have leadership of the District 8 2026 Jamboree, and they're here as our guest. They will talk to us exactly what is about, what they intended to do this, when this is expected, what they expect out of after this event, when they say expected, and all of that. Guys, welcome. Beginning with you. How are you?
Okay.
Yeah, speak to the mic. You come in low.
I'm okay. Okay.
Go ahead. I think it's better now. Yeah, go ahead.
Well,
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm Jonathan Bondo on District number 8, General Reed.
I think you had a both strength in voice.
I'm Jonathan Bondo on District number 8, part of the General Reed planning committee. We come together to have the General Reed because people within our district had been going loggerhead. After let's say politics came in, people went loggerhead in our community, but we thought it wise to have the Jamboree to unite everyone within our district and the 22 community within our district number 8.
Okay. Marcin, welcome to the show, my man. My man, you come in late. What you can late for? 2 hours been talking today. You told me say 30 minutes. All right. I tell you, say, yeah, okay, no problem. Then you welcome to the show anyway.
Yeah, Josh, thank you. Yeah, so we have other things to do, especially have to see to whether the people are actually following when it comes to publicity as well. And so I think we've reached, we are at the verge of, conclusion, and that is important for the preparation of the event.
So I apologize for coming late.
Okay, so I want to publicly apologize to the team.
Okay, so why you guys decided to, have this Jamboree? What's the intent of having this Jamboree?
So District number 8, normally people will say somehow District number 8, the only thing that people see in District number 8 is politics, like Jensen was saying. But on the other hand, it's important for us to know that we as young people in District number 8, we thought not just to reconcile the district, but we are in the place of giving District number 8 a different narrative, that the district should be diversified when it comes to public notice.
Okay.
People should have more than 2-3 thinking of what District number 8 is into or is about. So when you are in District number 8, you should be multitasking and should be pretty much productive in different areas. So that we formulated the plan to get the 22 communities together to come in one space, not just the community dwellers, but we have community chairpersons from across the 22 community converging at the Unification Sport Park to have that togetherness. And prudently, that we know everybody is in participation, everybody's in anticipation for that. Whether you are an adult, you are somebody who's into different space, political space or business space, these people are gearing towards coming together on Friday to make things happen.
You mean comes Friday?
Yeah, this coming Friday.
Okay. What do we expect to see? What are your expectations after this event and all of that?
So our expectation is to have a one tune as the people of District number 8. That is, we unite progressively to move the district forward. And that progress will be seen to the fact that the people can be united with one tune, go one way when they want to initiate something. They speak in one tune. They talk about District number 8 in a one tune, progressiveness, and not with divisive understanding. We shouldn't be a body, a district that we have more than 2-3 ideology.
Everyone, somebody say in the midst of politics or in the midst of all the hula baloo, everyone have their different political views. Sometimes there will be issues and they will have some some things to do with leaders, and there were sometimes disagreement will come about. how are you intending to, settle some of the issue? How are you intending to overcome some of the issue? Because sometimes you say, look, let's do this, and it might be in the interest of the district, but people might be linked, and those that are linked are politicians. And people, obviously, there will be people who will disagree, even if it is in the interest of the district, because of someone, being connected, and that person is their political leader and all of that.
So that is what important. George, I will have a reference to our national, or one of our national programs. That program is the National County Sports Meet. The National County Sports Meet, whether you are a politician from different political party, when that sports meet comes about, you are pressed to the fact that you're supposed to associate with a colleague who is from your own region. So it is obvious that these programs are meant for unity. Whether you are a politician from Unity Party, we don't want to bring that political mindset into it, like we always do into the national sports meet. You will find out whether you are from Unity Party, you are from CDC. When the national county sports meet comes up, you will see people who are from different regions and different political parties emerging, coming under one umbrella because of that singular ideology that the sports meet is meant to reconcile the greed, the differences, the different aspects of our disagreement. That sports meet is meant to reconcile that. So this is what we're trying to do in district. We're not just doing it because of socialization. We are doing it to leave a burn and a legacy for the people who live in district number 8 after 2, 3, 4, 5 decades that we know that will come.
To you, what's the lineup? What do we expect to see on the day of the event, or the jamboree?
Well, on the day of the jamboree, we have a lot of games on that day.
What are they?
We have all the people on the other side playing Mela. We have Lipa. We have games that we don't do during the time we were younger. At that time, the game was still as days, because the jamboree is all about to unite our brothers in our district, to unite people within the 22 communities in our district. People from all of the district will be in our district like to celebrate with us. So we have a lot of games. We have tennis ball, we have football, we have keyboard, we have pike up thing, a lot of sport. And also we have people showing all the culture.
Okay.
Yeah.
There'll be display of,
display of cultures, yeah.
Okay. So somebody will be listening and be wondering, where are you guys getting the funding from to ensure that this is done? And who are those we expect to grace this occasion, this jamboree? Is it only the librarian? Let me say the citizens of the district. You said you invited leaders of the district, traditional people, civil society groupings, and just the rest of the other people.
So it's important for us to also clear the airway. This event is a non-political movement. That is why people who have their political parties, or people who are following other politicians from different political parties, they are all into one room and one space. And it is important also for us to know that the donors are not from a specific person, for us to say, okay, this is the reference person that's giving us donors, because we don't want somebody alone to own the initiative. This initiative is for the people of District Moye. Most importantly, our donors or our fundraising are done through rally, and we get around business partners, individuals that we know that are influential. We know that there are contribution from maybe party or politicians who are also residing in the districts. They might have their way of contributing to the process because everybody is involved. But generally, we get that funding from small rally, from business people and individuals that we think they can contribute, and they are residents of District Number.
The other time there were report that Akara's Gray was behind this. Other people speculated that it was the lawmaker. Too many speculations in the public about what you intend to do. What can you say to the people?
Like I said previously, there's no individual that can take glory for what we do. Even I don't want to bring that to the public, but I think it's important. Even in the chat room that we have all of the stakeholders in that particular chat room, and that chat room is being very restricted. We want to be clear here. If somebody has an integrity enough they will know that the way we regulate the chat room and the public concept of understanding that this belongs to this person, this belongs to the person, we don't do it at that. When you are in a chat room, you want to talk about politics, we remove you, we warn you first, and we remove you. Even if it is Gray or Toes or Marshall or Kingsley or whoever I want to run that we have in the chat room, if that person do something, we will automatically tell you that this place is not meant for politicking, and if you do this again, we'll remove you. That has been a back-to-back restriction on that because we want to make it generously.
What are the challenges that you are going through at the moment that you think it needs to be to be worked on?
So we want to be clear here on the radio that always in program planning, financial challenges are the biggest problem. We have speakers when I say speaker, the PA system. We need a gigantic PA system that will help the people to listen to what we want to do there. That's very important. We have some materials that we need to take. Like you were talking about the games, all right? There are other games that you need instruments, different facilities to get them doing. Gasoline, fuel, all of that is important. Then overall, the most huge ones that we also need are the t-shirts.
Okay.
T-shirt that should be given to people who should be uniform.
You want to distribute it free?
So okay, this is what I should say on the radio that is important, George. We don't want to have a district jamboree and just have it and people go back to their communities and just sit down alone. We want to have a district jamboree. After the district jamboree, we have an impact to show after the district jamboree, which is very important. So it's never going to be the way other people can host a jamboree to just have district jamboree or place jamboree. Nothing comes out of it. We want to have this jamboree and go back to the slum community. All of the jamboree that we hosted, this is what we're able to do for 2-3 persons who are into slum community, into institutions. So we could build a monument or build a center for young people to have a steady place. We will build other areas, and that is done through the jamboree. So that we are bringing these t-shirts in it that people have a purchase. That financial collection,
the finance will be generated.
Yes, it will be allocated to people, young people, vulnerable young people in district number 8 and other areas that's meant for development.
You want to buttress?
And also to add to Mr. Tappet, we have our brothers and sisters within our district. Some of them going through a lot. So on that day, the t-shirts that we're selling to people, we're going to use that money to pay people fees.
Okay.
Yeah, because we have people within our district who want to go to school. They don't have hands.
Do you trust the leadership? Those heading the District 8 Jamboree,
100%.
the leadership, do you trust them
100%.
when it comes to the issue of finance?
100%.
Can they spearhead the process, like aiding people, especially where you finish generating the money and you think the leadership can deliver, looking at what you intend to do and all of that?
100%, because we are that part of this. We have our, or let's say, moral characters to defend, in a sense. Like, I won't take money from people and eat it right, because I know that money is meant for something, right? So that money we are collecting, we're going to give to people that deserve it, to people from the slum community.
Okay.
Like our brothers and sisters that want to go to school, other people that are in need of shelter, other stuff, we will give to them.
Okay, so one thing quickly, is it going to be restricted, or is the jamboree restricted only for people in district number 8? I know there are others listening right now to the radio. They'll be wondering, they want to come and play some of the games, they want to form a part of it, but they're not in district number 8. They're not living in district number 8. I mean, can they make their way? If yes, would they participate? Would it be a part of the, the jamboree on that day? You said Friday, right?
Yeah.
Would they be a part of it?
Yeah, George, obviously people from different, like, I think it's important also. 2 districts have been consistently engaging us. District number 16 and district number 2. If my mind can set me right. These districts have been consistently engaging us, asking for updates. And we appreciate that. That if the fact that another district is doing something, and district within Mosorado County is eager enough to be a part of it. We appreciate that. And if they come, we will appreciate the fact that they came and they will be fully part of what we are doing. Very important. We don't want to exclusively make this for district number 8 people alone.
Okay.
We want to build the connection with other people in district number out of the district so that they could also be part of what we do.
Are there plans to expand this out of District 8?
Well, since it is a burn of reconciliation, then I think it should be in a way that other people should start doing theirs, because you cannot divorce the fact that in other districts there are divisiveness. It means that people who are residing in these districts, they are also into different aspects of disagreement.
Okay.
So if we should successfully host this event, and we see the level of unity amongst the people of district number 8, then we can fast track in other districts how we did coordinate ours to get them to reconcile with one another so that it can be a peaceful time for their own district as well.
Do we expect to see guest preacher or guest speaker who will come and speak to the people of district number 8, specifically those that will form a part of the Jamboree, on the importance of reconciliation, and all of that?
Yes, I think it's important. That is the reconciliation part and ceremonious part of the event. So that will start somewhere around 3 o'clock, because we will start the ceremonial part because somebody's supposed to launch that. Okay, we launch today. This particular event is going to be a flagship. That next year, February comes, February 2027, the 27th of February, there will be another district jamboree. So it's a flagship event. So somebody will come and launch that event. That is why we have more than 2 persons to launch the event. Come on Friday.
Okay.
Yes. So that somebody will give the overall message of why we are here, why we want to conduct this for the people of district number 8, why it's important for people to be a part of it.
No, I was asking whether you have guest speaker now to come and talk about,
yes,
the importance of reconciliation, encourage the people
yes,
to see, reconciliation,
yeah,
key factor and all of that.
We recognize somebody from the civil society sector. Yes, we recognize somebody because we say it's non-political. We recognize somebody from the civil society. We wanted to do this with somebody political, but again, we say no. If you bring politicians there, they have their own agenda. We already said nobody should be political men shouldn't sit over it. The other political men that will come to grace the occasion, they will sit down. They might have a word to say, but we be clear with them and say that particular platform is not a political platform. We are clear about it.
Who are those you invited already to attend?
Well, from in our district, we invited everybody, stakeholder, all those are aspirants. We invited all of them. We are clear about it. We invited the office of the lawmaker. We invited him. Imagine Tabe inviting and saying the office of the lawmaker will be there. Honorable Gray, all of them will be there. Marshall, all these guys. Clifton, I think if you know it, Kingsley, all these people that are aware, they promise to be there and fully support the process and be together. So it's going to be the first of its kind that we having the emergence of people from different aspects coming to grace that particular occasion.
Okay, so I will go to the lines. I will take few calls, maybe 2 or 3 calls, and then I will come back to you. Maybe anything I did not ask you if you want to talk about it, then I will give you the time, maybe like 5 minutes. Then you just talk about it quickly. Then we go 0773-419-502, 0773-419-502. Better to 0773-978-564, 0773-978-564, 0773-419-502. We have the leadership of the District 8 Jamboree, specifically 2026. They're here talking about their upcoming Jamboree that is expected to be held on Friday in the district. I don't know the main place.
In the district, yeah.
Yeah, the main place, the main part of District 8 that you have in this event.
The PHP Park.
The PHP Park.
Okay, the PHP Park. You're listening to them. They spoke about the activities, how it's going to be like, the intent of it. Maybe you have, question for them, you want to say a few things to them, you want to make some recommendation to them, we can hear you. 0773 419 502, 0773 978 564, 0773 978 564, or 0773 419 502 are the numbers that put your voices through. Right here this afternoon on the show, we have the leadership, some leaders of the District 8 Jamboree. You're listening to them. They spoke about, what they intend to do, why they've decided to have this, Jamboree. You want to ask them, you want to say a few things to them, we can hear you. Maybe we'll have to come back to you guys because we're not discussing politics here. So not many people will be interested. But, the both of you, was there anything maybe I did not ask you of and it's important, you want to raise it out quickly across the table? Mazin or you?
Yeah, so
Go ahead.
Josh, generally, Josh, yes, you are a very professional guy. Thank you so much for the opportunity. So, George, this is the narrative that we want to change as residents of District Number 8. We want to change this narrative. It's important. I can't be sorry. We are all into politics, all right? When you talk about Marcin Tape, somebody will say, but Marcin, he's a critical young man, But the thing is, even during the previous regime after regime, you still see politicians, they will have that time to emerge and say something together and do things together and just talk together and break bread together. So we shouldn't run with a mentality to say that, okay, because we are seeing this on the surface, these people, they are not friendly, these people are no. So we change that narrative to coming down. They trigger down effect of what can happen. It should come to us, it should reflect on us too, as the people of District Number 8, young people of District Number 8. So that we are hosting this event. The event is for everybody. It's for every young person in District Number 8. The event is not meant for somebody who's supporting the person, somebody who's supporting this person. It's entirely for the people of District Number 8. And once you are a resident of District Number 8, it means you should be a part of what we are doing.
Okay.
And also, if you have the mentality of progressiveness, if you are a progressive young man, you should be able to narrow down your ego. Don't be in an egocentric mindset and still be thinking that, okay, what these guys are doing is for so-and-so person, is for so-and-so person. No, everybody is aware and fully involved.
Okay.
So we want you to be involved. Come February 27th, which is day after tomorrow, at the PHP Park beginning 3 p.m. We will be there. Everybody's coming. Be a part of it, and let's just have a time together.
Your name again quickly for the public. The sake of the public.
So yeah, my name is Marcin Tape, and I'm so much excited to be here.
Thank you. Let's hear you. Conclude quickly. Let's go.
Oh, well, thank you for your time. My message to my people: let us forgo politics and unite our district and unite as one District Number 8. So I'm asking everyone on that day to be there, to come and celebrate with the people of District Number 8, the 22 communities within this district. So if only you are from Uncle Green or Uncle Blue or Uncle anywhere, I'm asking you for that day, let's take out our garment of politics and come and celebrate one District Number 8. Because those people that we beyond today, they can come together and meet and enjoy themselves. So we, the people of District Number 8, let us come together with one voice, with unity and peace to celebrate our Jamboree on the 27th. I'm calling on everyone in the 22 community in District Number 8 to be present on that day. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. The name is Josh. I'm Josh Way. I presented today's edition of the show, Bits and Pieces. I guess the leadership of the District 8 Jamboree. I'm Josh Way. Bye-bye. I'm out.
The lost star shining evermore.
It is mellow, reggae, raga, R&B, all these bulk goodies, religious, Afro, hip-hop, trapco, country western, etc. Listen to Voice of Liberia. Get the best. Forget the rest.